Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to go over some of my rifles that I have. I got my fighting one. I got another one that I'm trying to transition to. It is a pistol style AR, and then my wife's pistol style AR, which is a 9mm that she got from the same guy that built the other one. Then my sidearm last. We're just going to go through this real quick, trying to keep the videos shorter, so I don't got to do a lot of editing. I did get this on my new phone that I just got, and I got to my gear where now I have my mic and my pod, and I got my computer set up and everything, and so this should be a little bit easier for me. I am in my RV. I'm not at work, but I am at work, I guess you can say. I'm not at home. So we'll jump right into it, and as always, if you see anything that I need to look into or try or do, or any comments, questions, concerns, just leave them down below, and we'll go from there. Of course, as always, like, share, subscribe, all that BS. With all that being said, let's get right into it. We're gonna go with my wife's AR pistol. It's the 9mm platform, and it is made by American Resistance. They are out of Texas, which is phenomenal. And the guy that did this one and the other one I'll show you, his name is Mike. He is actually a phenomenal dude. Like, this dude is badass, right? So I'm gonna give my review on this one, I guess you can say, for these two. I've had them for about a year. Don't really get out and run and gun with it. Well, for this one's my wife's anyways. She does train with it a little bit, but you know. Hey, so with that being said, this is a Sig Sauer Romeo 5 that he put on for me. The SB brace is not a folding brace of any kind. It is there. Now it is collapsible, which I like, but yeah, it has, this is what's really cool. I guess you can't see it. I'm trying to focus, I can't get it. Anyways, so this thing is actually set up for the pew, or the no pew, the pew, and the pew pew, which I don't have the trigger in right now, so, but it's pretty cool. I like it. Yeah, phenomenal gun. It shoots really well. Surprisingly, I mean, it is a 9mm. It is set up. Like, this thing is just awesome. It really is. It's just cool. The only thing I have to change, and when I bought these, I really wasn't paying attention, because I went in to buy this from my wife, and I came out with another one. But the ambidextrous charging handle, I am a big fan of them. There is a reason why. When I get to my fighting rifle, I will let you know why. But man, just to be able to charge the weapon from either side is always a plus. But man, she is awesome. Check this out. This is a really cool feature. This is his logo. If you look inside on the barrel, there it is. So it's a really cool little gun. It's, like I said, it's my wife's. I actually play with it a lot more than she does, but like I said, it's just to play with for me. For her, it is actually her fighting rifle. 9mm, doesn't really need nothing else. I mean, if she needs to pick up a rifle, and I'm on my working one, we'll say, for right now, the second one comes into play. Now, where's the up? This is the 5.56 boy. Now, it still has the same the same plastic stock as the other one. No, it doesn't fold. Select fire, it just says save fire and auto. It says on that side as well. It's kind of hard. Sorry guys, the lighting in here is not, there's not a light back here. But anyways, so it is the same Romeo 5. This time there's a Juliet 4 magnifier with a quick flip and a quick detach. He put this together for me. Man, I'm not gonna lie, it is hard for me to get used to a magnifier. I'm used to not running one, as you'll see on my other rifle. Getting used to this period is kind of challenging for me. I'm used to having something way longer for about 11 years, and with the same rifle. This is only the second one I've needed. Like, trying to change my tactics up a little bit. So this is it. The only thing is the reason why I have a hard time with it is because my optic is forward as well as on my fighting one. So this right here is where the issue is that I'm having a hard time getting used to. It's so close to me. I actually have to bring my rifle over just a tad bit to get into it, and then it's just little things like that. It just makes my reloading a lot slower, getting back on target. It just is what it is. It's a little different for me. So transitioning into it, like I said, once I'm really up and going and this thing is really decked out with what I need and what I want, then I'll be full force, head right into it, and all or nothing, because the other one will no longer be a fighting rifle. This will be the fighting rifle. Now, a pistol with a magnifier, I don't care what you say, I'd rather need it. I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. Yeah, I don't plan on shooting anybody out to 300 yards with this thing, but I will want the capability if I got you running, because yeah. And moving forward, this is really cool. I know it's kind of backwards for you guys, but this thing is awesome. Fully engraved. At the bottom, man, that little saying on the bottom says the American dream is not money, it's liberty. That's what's engraved at the bottom. All this is engraved. This is, here, where's my ring at? Ring, titanium ring. Right. It's a heavy little dude. It's got the mag pull foregrip, or what do they call this dang thing? Anyways, I'm having an issue getting used to this too. As you'll see on my fighting rifle, I don't have anything like this on the front. I have a stop, but that's it. I don't have a foregrip or nothing like that. I run the C grip around and fight. Like, I like the way it's round. I really like that because it makes it so comfortable when you're doing that. No, I do not have any backup sights on this. There's a good reason. The only reason why I say it's good is because this little guy right here is an auto on and off. I believe, I don't know, I think it's like 45,000 hours or something like that, that battery will last in this. It's designed to, if I leave it alone, just not touch it, it goes off on its own. As soon as I wiggle it or pick it up or just move the optic from where it was stopped at, it'll come right back on, and boom, good to go. Now, I did keep these in my truck for a while, underneath, because I wanted something with me at all times. Now I keep everything with me, full kit. So my wife's actually, her optic ran short. I don't know, it just won't come back on, so I got to get the battery placed in it. I just got home to be able to mess with it. I just realized it right before I left. I pulled it out, checked everything, and found out that was dead, and so we put put the rifle up. But it's a really cool setup. I do plan on putting a can on the front of this from Mike, American Resistance. Man, he has some cool cans. He really does. I don't know if he's got any made or if he's got any in as of right now. I kind of been pushing it off. Really don't need one. If I'm coming at you, I'm gonna want you to know I'm coming at you. I don't do none of that pop up out of the water, quiet kind of stuff. No, it's just that ain't no. You coming at me, I want you to know I'm coming right back at you, or I'm coming in the door and it's coming loud. So, on the top, I have the Picatinny rail bolted on. Actually, you can bolt more sections on this, as well as on the bottom too. There's one underneath here that he put this on with, of course, you know. But the reason why there's nothing on it is because, for one, every weapon system should have a light. And the only reason why this one don't have a light right now is because I'm trying to find the curvature of this barrel, or the shroud, to fit a light on it, right? With that, I'm trying to talk myself into either just doing the civilian Pack 15 setup on here with a light, or just put a light on it. We'll see. Anyways, so that's why there's nothing on here. Like I said, this thing is not, I say it's not battle ready. Technically, it is battle ready. It's got a good optic. I can put rounds in it, and it's in right down the barrel. So yeah, same way with this one. This one flips out of the way. And the charging handle. Need to get one. We'll get to my last rifle, and I'll tell you why. So that is her. She is a beauty. Ah man, this thing is just like, gotta get it down, get it going. It's just, man, I love it. And this pistol grip is by far the most comfortable one I've had on here. My wife doesn't have this style one on here, but this one, man, is just, it's got a rubber coating on it, and man, it's just, I can't even say. I don't even want to mess it up because it's so small I can barely read it. Alright. Anyways, so, but yeah, it is the most comfortable one I have, like by far, on anything. It is comfortable as hell. So, moving on to my fighting rifle, what I call this one, is a little more. She is. No, it is not Cerakoted. This is actually just spray painted. It has a little pattern on it. Everybody always asks, man, how did you get the pattern on that thing? It's like a scale pattern kind of look. Honestly, I learned a trick a long time ago. When you're setting up your scheme or your paint or whatever, for one, it's way cheaper for me just to, because if I go from where I'm at now to where go back home, the color of this will change dramatically. A lot more greens and browns. So, anyways, I learned a trick. I had an old laundry bag, netted laundry bag, and it was old, it was messed up, cut a section off of it, just laid it over the top and started hitting the stripes with it, the colors I needed for where I'm at right now. And went from there. I've done it a couple times. Now, I will try to take the layer as much off as possible. It's kind of hard to do. It really is. They got this stuff called goo off, or something. You can take acetone to this thing if you want to, but I wouldn't. But goo off, it's like the Pro Graffiti something or other. You spray it on here a little bit. It smells. It'll wipe off what it wipes off, take off what it takes off, and then just left with whatever is left. That's what I did. I tried it. It worked okay somewhat, and then I didn't really care. So going forward, this right here is an actual Bushmaster. Now this thing is about 11 years old, about 50,000 rounds to it, give or take. I used to train it seemed like every other day I was training with this thing, like just shooting, moving, communicating, just getting it done, like working. It was for like, I don't know, like 2 years I did that out of its life. I had a two-year point where I was doing all that training and everything, and man, this thing was just dropped and abused and thrown, and like it was a fighting rifle. It's meant to do its work and its job, and it's never failed me, not once. Knock on wood. I've never changed out the barrel. The barrel's still the original barrel. The only thing I did change on the barrel was the A-post. The A-post comes set on there with the gas tube attached to the A-post and all that. I pulled it off, put a low profile block on there. Short story of it, I did it myself, didn't work. I took it to a gunsmith, local one. Said, hey man, I have a California compliant. Need to get it worked on. He knew exactly what it was, laughed about it. Took it back, within 10 minutes he brought it back. Didn't charge me a thing, fixed the gas tube, and boom, we were off. He didn't charge me nothing because of the way my rifle looks. It came in there, and him and this is a veteran-owned company. Him and a couple other guys were like, they told me that they liked seeing him come in the way I have it, which is just used, it's worked, and coming in pretty off a shelf and it's broke. They could tell I used it and I worked it. So did the gas block. I did change the muzzle work on it. At the time it was just like, man, that thing would look badass on there. Come to find out, it is a dead air silencer or suppressor, whatever you want to call it. It just goes on and clicks in place. Now, without the can, this thing is extremely loud. It takes all this energy and just right here. And I promise you, I was deaf for about a week when I didn't run my ear pro, and a guy wanted to do a quick drill, saw me with my gear, wanted to run a quick drill with me. I did. And man, I suffered the consequences. So, ear pro's there for a reason. Use it. With that being said, I got this light. This little cheap little light. I don't know what kind this thing is. Sorry, I keep going to the wrong side of the camera. I don't know what kind this thing is. Right there. I don't know what that is. Anyways, it's like one of those wish list item things. It was given to me to try out. I will tell you this, when this thing is in a certain mode, that light does not like to stay on. It will, I've worn them nubs down. This thing has only fell off twice. I haven't gone out third time and tried to put it in that mode again, but you can tell I wore it down trying to get this thing on there so tight. It just comes right off. Like, it's a piece of shit. Sorry, but it is. Now, yeah, I'm giving it a third go around, just because it's so, and it works. It's got a pressure pad. It works. It all came as one piece. I do have it zipped the wire. I don't have, sorry, the wire. I actually have the wire zip tied up because I don't like stuff loose. And the thing, the tape that came with this little pad, where the hell am I going to tape it to on here? There is not a solid inch on here, except for the Picatinny rail itself. So, I zip tied the damn thing. It works. It's okay. when this thing gets transitioned over to just my long gun, and I get my scope and everything put on it, it's not going to have a light on it. And I know I said every weapon system should have a light on it. I agree to an extent. This won't be my primary weapon system no more. That one will be. This will just be slung across my back as a long rifle if I need it. No, I'm not trying to do no sniper stuff or all that BS. It's just if I want to shoot beyond what that one's going to be set up for, there it is. And yes, you can. You can reach out with iron sights and touch somebody about 500 yards. I had a guy tell me no, you couldn't. I whipped this big bad boy out, shot once, figured I was off, saw where I was off. Second shot, bam, center. On an 8-inch plate, steel plate. So, yes, you can. It's just knowing your specific. What the hell? Look, that thing is beat. Look, see? Anyway, so ambidextrous charging handle I was telling you about. So there's a group of guys I used to train with, and we did a vehicle-borne operation where we were coming in hot, and I needed to charge my rifle while being on the side of the vehicle, holding onto the side. And while it was in my gear and in my chest, I couldn't just reach down and with it. I actually had to reach over the backside and charge it while trying to hold on like this, reaching across, and it didn't work. One of the guys there, I was like, man, you need to go get you an ambidextrous. And I was like, what in the hell is that? Bam, I went and got one. Change the, this is where we're gonna get to it. I have a select fire on both sides, right and left side. This side's smaller and it is harder to use, but anyways, this trigger system I have in here, the guy that built those two actually put this in for me. It is a Foss Tech Echo 2 trigger, binary. So bang, 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 bang. And let me tell you something. When he put it in, he was like, that giggle switch is gonna get you. And I was like, what the hell is a giggle switch? And he was like, you go find out. Went and fired this thing one time, come back giggling. Now I know why it's called a giggle switch. That thing was, whew, it was awesome. Now, to get it in binary, you'll be able to see this side. I'll be operating this side. That is safe. That is fire. That is a normal operation. Fire, single, bang, bang. Flip it all the way back as if it had an auto option. And then you got bang, 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 bang. Now, the cool thing is you can hear it. Doesn't do nothing. Charge it again. Doesn't do nothing. Now, the kicker is, when it is in binary mode, you pull the trigger back, bang, to run it back to normal operation, all you need to do is hold the trigger, your booger hooker, and you'll feel the trigger try to slide forward a little bit, and then bam, it is back in normal. Ta-da! Your booger hooker can come off of it now. And he also did these little these hold the pins inside the trigger housing. These are little pieces that hold it in. Now he put those in because rapid succession of the trigger will start knocking out pins. This gun is not built for it. They actually run these on fully autos. That's what this little piece right here is on the side that some people like to rest their finger on, which is it's a good place. That's what it is. That's what it's for. It's holding the pins in the trigger system mechanism, so it's not gonna bang, bang, bang. Oh shit! There you go. Now he also did install this little guy right here. I know it's kind of hard to see. What it is, flip it around. Your bolt release. So you run this dude. Okay. I'll keep everything out of the way for you guys. So you just normally just reload a magazine, pow, and hit it and go about your business. Well, this, if you notice, see, I just hit it. This, if you notice, sticks way the hell out. It really does. It actually is a pain in the ass. Okay. So always speed reloading, bam, I'd catch right here. I actually wore my glove into it, and you can see where it's wore out on the edge. That is the reason for this guy right here. Plus, an added bonus is it actually sped up my quick reload. So bring it back. So I slap as I'm putting the magazine in, slapping it in, and bang. It's a fluid motion. Like I'm just so used to doing it. It's kind of hard to show you. You just and hit, boom, you're good to go. Like it's my trigger does, or trigger, a booger hooker is just resting right on your mag release, anyways. So when it comes in, clack, just move finger, just slide the finger down, because when this thing is open, it's in the way. So all it is when you're slapping, you're actually moving your finger forward. So it looked like this, right? Fingers resting, and just moves it, right? You get used to it after a while. And this video's getting kind of long, I apologize. But this is my fighting rifle. It will be moved over to a long rifle for me. I do have a Magpul collapsible stock on it. Been there for a long time. These things are a dime a dozen. Everybody knows what they are with the lock on it. And then a Magpul little stopper. That was what I was telling you about. When everybody looks at this thing, they grab. That's the first thing to do is they want to do this, and it's like, no, man, it's not what it's for. It's a secret. You get after it. So that's it. Feral Concept sling, quick cinch system. Really awesome. I haven't had an issue with it. I really like it. And that's it. My pistol, real quick, is just the 19X. Standard, nothing fancy. Surefire light on the front. It's the X3 Ultra. X300 Ultra, my bad. And it works. I'm not overly ecstatic about it. Like I said, the one thing before it pissed me off when I got this thing is I thought they never showed the damn top of it, right? And when I purchased this thing, I guess it is loaded and it is away from my face. I thought this was the one you could put your optic on. Wrong. It is the 19 MOS that you can put an optic on. Now, I know you can buy a new slide for this thing. Now you can get them reasonably cheap. At the time I bought this, the only option to do, being it was a 5 gen, when I bought this when it first came out, was to go have my slide machine. Now, my wife used to work at a gun retailer, so I got a discount, a pretty good one. It was $1,100 to have that damn thing machined. $1,100. That was twice the amount I actually paid for this damn thing. Why would I go send it off and have it machined? I'm just gonna buy another one. I haven't yet. Just gotten used to it. But now I'll just go buy a slide. It's just kind of hard to get a slide right now for some reason because people are stupid. Other than that, that's all I have for you guys, man. Like I said, if you guys find anything that I need to work on or do, this is only my second posted video third if you count the little introduction thing. Feel free to comment. Let me know what I need to do, where it needs to go, what y'all need to see. I know the name of this, and you saw the very first picture you saw with my wife on a tractor, is a homesteader. This is a tactical homesteader channel. The homesteading part comes when we get the video done and all that of my little ranch, my little homestead. We're in the process of having everything cleared out and cleaned out there, so it is not ready yet. And we're working on the house as well. So with that being said, guys, again, thank you from my family. Find any value in this, please share. If you like what we're doing now, what we will be doing in the future, please subscribe. And as always, and stay vigilant. Heads before hands. That's a term we use out here in my line of work. Think before you act, kind of basically. So use this before you use these to have to use that. So heads before hands, I'll use that term from now on. That'll be my slogan. That's my catchphrase, head before hands. Other than that, enjoy, fellas and ladies, and see you next time.